So I just saw this on Reddit, r/confidentlyincorrect. And here's the story. I had an adult screaming at me because he insisted that 0.9 repeating is equal to 1. I explained it. That was the definition of an asymptote. He was nearly hysterical and tried to get me fired. It's a definition of an asymptote. The only thing equal to 1 is 1. Alright, here's my take on this infamous question. 0.99999, right, repeating is equal to 1. What exactly does this mean? Well, if you want to say 1 is the only thing that's equal to 1, how about if I tell you 2 times 1/2? Is this also equal to 1? Yes, right? Of course, 1 is for sure equal to 1, but there are other things. And then the result of that could be equal to 1. And that's exactly this situation right here. In order to make sense of this, you have to really understand what exactly is this doing here. I'm going to start from the left hand side, 0.999 repeating. What does this mean though? First, we can look at this as from 0.9, right, as like the first number, and then we are going to add this with the next number, which is 0.09, which is the hundredth place right here. And if you add this and that up, you agree that this right here is equal to 0.99. And to continue, let's just go ahead and add it with 0.009. This right here keeps on going forever, so I just put on plus ... forever. Now, take a look right here. How can we go from this number to that number? Well, the answer is we can just multiply by 1/10 or 0.1. And in fact, to get to the next number, we just multiply this by 1/10 as well, and so on, so on, so on. So in fact, this right here is a geometric series. Yeah? And we're trying to figure out what's the final result of this geometric series is. Right? This is the infinite one, so technically we're talking about limit. So how do we do this though? You have two ways to do it. The first way is you can just apply the formula. When you have a geometric series, right, a1 for the first term plus the next term is just the first term right here, you multiply by the common ratio r, and then you add it with the next term, which is a1 times r times the previous, which is r squared, and then so on. If this right here does converge, then it will converge to the first term, which is a1, over 1 minus the common ratio r. But what's the condition though for this to converge? I will tell you. This will converge if the absolute value of the common ratio is less than 1. In fact, I have a detailed proof on this, so you guys can go check that out in the link in the description. So right here, we can just go ahead and apply this formula because as we can see here, the common ratio r, which is 1/10, yeah, the absolute value of it is less than 1. So it does converge. It will converge to the first term, which is 0.9 over 1 minus the common ratio, 1 minus 1/10. Now, simplify this a little bit. Perhaps the easiest way is just keep the 0.9 on the top over, this is like 0.1. So 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9. As you can see, 0.9 over 0.9, this right here is equal to 1. Ta-da! So when you write this down, in fact, you are trying to do an infinite geometric series question. And this is why that 0.999 repeating is indeed equal to 1. And this is my take. Feel free to let me know what you guys think. And as always, that's it.